Secure 65 health plans. We're
The future of education in America. What's really at stake? Education isn't just about books and classrooms. It's about opportunity, fairness, and the future of our children. Right now, a major change could be coming, one that might shake the very foundation of education in the United States. President Donald Trump has vowed to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education. But what does this really mean? Who stands to lose the most? And can it actually happen? So let's break it down. First, what does the Department of Education actually do? For many students, especially those from low-income families, students of color, and LGBTQ plus youth, the Department of Education is much more than a government agency. It's a lifeline. It provides funding for schools that serve underprivileged students. It enforces civil rights laws to protect students from discrimination. It collects and analyzes data to help improve schools across the country. It ensures schools follow fair policies when disciplining students, hiring teachers, and allocating resources. Without these functions, many students could face serious setbacks in getting a fair and equal education. Trump's plan and its potential impact. Trump has pledged to close up the Department of Education and shift power back to individual states. While he can't completely eliminate the department without Congress, he can weaken it significantly by cutting funding and limiting its role. If this happens, experts warn: 1, civil rights protections may weaken. The Office for Civil Rights, which investigates discrimination cases, received a record 19,201 complaints in 2023 alone. Without strong enforcement, students facing racism, bullying, or unfair treatment might have nowhere to turn. 2, funding for vulnerable students could disappear. Programs like Title I for low-income schools and Title III for English learners depend on federal support. If these funds are cut, struggling schools could lose critical resources. Number 3, data on education inequality may go unreported. If the government stops tracking racial disparities in school discipline, for example, it will be harder to fight unfair policies. The bigger picture. This push to weaken federal oversight comes at a time when some politicians are also trying to control what schools teach. Efforts to ban discussions about race, sexuality, and gender identity are already underway in several states. At the same time, Trump has said he would shift civil rights investigations to focus on anti-white discrimination. This could mean fewer investigations into racism, bias against LGBTQ students, and other long-standing issues. Can the Department of Education really be eliminated? Well, completely shutting down the department is unlikely. Even past Republican presidents like Ronald Reagan tried and failed. Many of the department's responsibilities are protected by federal law. But Trump doesn't need to eliminate the agency to make a huge impact. He can cut staff, reduce funding, and change policies, all of which could harm students who rely on these protections the most. What happens next? Well, if Trump follows through on his plans, schools across the country could see major changes. Low-income districts might struggle more than ever. Students facing discrimination could find fewer protections. And without strong oversight, educational inequality could get much worse. The question is, What kind of education system do we want for our children? One that ensures fairness for all, or one where only the wealthiest and most privileged get ahead? This isn't just a policy debate, it's about real students, real teachers, and real communities. And the future of education in America hangs in the balance. Final thoughts. Education is the foundation of opportunity. If we weaken the Department of Education, we risk leaving millions of children behind. The conversation isn't just about politics, it's about fairness, protection, and ensuring every child, no matter their background, gets the education they deserve. In closing, history has shown us that when education is stripped from the people, entire civilizations crumble, not from outside forces, but from within. Every great nation that silenced its scholars, denied its children's knowledge, and placed ignorance over wisdom has met the same fate. Division, decay, and destruction. If we dismantle the foundation of our children's education, we do not just fail them, we fail ourselves. A generation without knowledge is a generation without power, without purpose, and without the ability to build a better future. Without education, they will not lead, they will not innovate, and they will not fight. And when that happens, we all lose. The question now is, what will we do about it? I'm Monet Swan with Secure 65 Health Plan.
Secure 65 Health Plans, where seniors thrive.